Hey friends, welcome back to Plan, Prep, Pray. If you saw my last video where I shared our toddler curriculum picks and plan, I've been working on creating intentional bins and baskets for my little guy, especially with a newborn on the way. Today, I'm giving you a full walkthrough of what's inside each bin and how we're using them throughout our homeschool week. These aren't just busy bins to keep him distracted. They're tools that give him purpose, invite connection, and help him learn alongside us, not just around us.
So this is the ball busy bin. It's missing one toy that has not come in yet. Once it gets in, I'll do a screenshot of that and it'll pop up on here. But in addition to that toy that's in here, there is also these balls. These balls will be blown up. They're very sensory. They've got like little knobs on them. I don't know if you can see that. And everything will be cleared out of here. And this bin will actually be filled with water up to like here. And then he will be able to play with the balls and a big old spoon while it's in here. So that will be the sensory activity for this bin. In addition to that, we've got crayons to go along with his ball coloring book that I got for him, just of like different balls and different things like that. We also got a ball board book in here with Spot, and he learned how to play soccer. We also have some ball stickers in here, except they're like different stickers, and each sticker, hold on. All right, I wanted to take it out of the bag so that you can see, but each sticker pack has like a ball with eyes, and like you can put a face on the ball and legs and different things like that. So there's soccer ball here, there's football, there's beach balls, there's basketballs and volleyballs and golf balls and all the things. So we got this sticker pack for the balls, and we got this big old ball puzzle for him because he's a toddler and these big puzzles tend to work best for him. So that is what is in our ball busy bin. All right, so the next bin is the fruit bin, and I do this because there's a little caveat, but we'll talk about that once we get there. All right, first thing in here, let's talk about the puzzle. This puzzle is so much fun because it actually has a Velcro, and you're able to split the fruits in half with this knife and stuff like that. So it's very interactive. So I think that'll be super fun for him. So that's the puzzle that's in there. Now he also has this coloring book. I need to add some crayons in here for him, but he has this coloring book, especially since he's a toddler. Try to get him coloring books that are not too busy, so that it's just one or two things on a sheet so that he's able to focus. And I like that it has like the color of the fruit so that he knows what it is. So there's that. He also has his little board book in here, which is a fruits board book. Super simple, super easy for my daughter to read to him and for him to grasp and for him to even read it. So he can say strawberry. We have this fun lacing apple to go along with the fruit theme, with the little caterpillar that's going through the apple, and he's able to practice lace. And then for his stickers, he's got the same type of concept as the ball bin, where it's the different fruits with different faces that you can put on them. Pineapples and limes and grapes and all the things, mango, all the fun different fruits. And now he's got his sensory bin in here. So the sensory bin, this is where I said fruits, because there are vegetables in here. There are vegetables in his sensory bin. So these are actually black beans, and I got this little shovel thing from Five Below, and so it looks like a garden, like a little veggie garden. And yes, this bananas don't grow in the ground, they grow on trees. We get it. That's not the point. We get the whole concept. And then once he picks all his fruit and he's done with that, he can bring it over to his little tray or collect it in his little basket and use his little knife to... What I like about these little fruit is that like you can peel them. You can peel them. They've got like little Velcro on it. You're able to peel it or chop it in half with your little knife because they're all Velcro together. It's so much fun. I thought that was so much fun. I think it's extra hands-on and sensory. I think he's really gonna love it. You're able to chuck the corn, like these sides come off. So yeah. All right, his next bin here is an oldie but a goodie, and this is actually an old bin that we've had, but he loves dinosaurs, so I didn't want to change that out. I wanted to keep that for him. And these are different sorting cubes with all the different dinosaurs within each. So that's one activity that he's got here. It also has these cards, but honestly, we've never really utilized the cards with it, except that they'll color on it. But it's not like we've never actually done the activities on the cards. They just love to take out all of these, get it all mixed up, and then separate it and sort them into their different colors and stuff like that. In addition to that, we have this like sensory dinosaur thing where it's got these little balls and it's like jelly substance in here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just like a fun distracting thing for him. He's got to try to get the ball the right color in the right spike. Some more of these cards. Okay, down here we've got a puzzle, but this puzzle, to be honest, is a little difficult for him. So he will definitely have to do this puzzle with somebody else. He would not be able to do this puzzle on his own because it is, yes, they're big pieces, but it's a lot more detailed. I do have some dinosaur stickers left, but I have run out of stickers. So I need to add more dinosaur stickers to this box. So that's going to be on my next Amazon haul, but dinosaurs are his favorite. So stickers are almost gone. And then in here, rocks, which I think I'm going to restock on the rocks as well because they're almost out. But we got these rocks from the dollar store, and the bag of the like decorative rocks, and I just add them on here with not a dinosaur. This is definitely an elephant, but I do have dinosaurs with the dinosaurs in here, and he just sits here and he's dinosaur roar, and he's like digging and shoveling, and the dinosaurs are talking to each other and they're flying and all the things. So that's like his sensory bin that he does in here. We are missing his board book that goes in here, the dinosaur board book. I'm not sure where we put it, but we're gonna add that in here as well. All right, so next one that we have here is also an old one, but he loves animals. So we've got our baby animal board book in here, as well as our animal puzzle, and we've got 2 of them in here with pieces missing, because such is life with children. We also have a paint with water in here where he just needs a brush and a cup of water and he's able to paint these. And then we've got a dot marker activity book. So some of it is already used, but we do have quite a few blank sheets to really finish this up. The sensory bin in here is just the Easter egg basket thing that I found, and then I go ahead and toss in some animals in here. So he goes on a safari and finds the different zoo animals that are in here, or he dumps all this out on the floor and it gets everywhere, and then we pick it up and he plays with it. But that's the sensory bin that's in here. He also has a little sorting activity with some animals that are in here. Big old pack of stickers, and I usually just give him a sheet of paper and one of these things of stickers, and he takes them off and puts them on the sheet of paper, and that lasts for 5-10 minutes of him just taking stickers off and putting it on the sheet of paper. And then these are the dot markers that go with the dot marker book. Is this yours? Yeah. Fixing a puzzle? Yeah. Ooh. Is that a cow? There's the cow. So this next one is such a fun one. It's the one I was most looking forward to doing. He is so into Bluey. So we went all out for his Bluey bin, and let's just jump right in. Okay, so the first thing I got is a Bluey big backyard coloring book with 64 pages to color. So he's gonna love this. Also got the Bluey puzzles. It's like the same situation with the dinosaur. He's definitely gonna need help to do these puzzles, but we'll just work through it together. Also got a fun little Bluey book pack, and it's got 5 little toddler size Bluey board books for him. Also got this for him. Samaya, is this a microphone? This, which is a Bluey microphone. So hopefully I don't regret that decision, but I'm sure he'll have a blast with it. And then these little figurines for him to play with. So he'll, and with their entire family. This mess-free marker coloring pad for him to use. And this is so much fun. It is like a fun Bluey sensory bin thing. 1 second, I only have one hand. We're gonna try to work this out. So up top here, we've got some coloring pages with fun little markers. And this, I believe, goes with the sensory bin on the bottom. So I'll show you when we get down there. On the second shelf, there's like this little Bluey card, which, what is this, Samaya? Is this a sticker?
Oh, what?
This.
No, there's little felt pieces you can stick on.
Oh, this little fun little Bluey card with, there's these little dots that are sticky. And then there's these little felt pieces that you can stick onto this Bluey card. Oh no, sorry. These felt pieces that he can stick on.
To the parts where I'm at.
To the, yeah, sorry, my daughter's helping me. To the circles that match. So there's, and then at the bottom, that's where this goes, we've got a fun little sensory bin with kinetic sand and, oh, okay.
It's a scratcher.
Sorry, I was wrong. My daughter said this is a scratcher to go on with this. So he's supposed to use this to scratch this stuff out, right? Okay.
To color it.
To color it. But yeah, so down here we've got the sensory bin, and there's like little rocks in here and the kinetic sand and just little things to make different shapes and stuff within the sand, and it's all fun in different colors. So that's at the bottom. But this is going to be a favorite bin. I know that for sure. So this is our family quiet time or quiet morning basket while we're doing our family subjects. This is where I'm going to pull from different activities for him to do. This will probably stay the same for a month or 2. But once I start to see him getting bored with the different activities in here, I will most likely then not switch them out. So I'm going to start off with, we got a Mr. Potato Head, so I will take it all apart and give it to him to put back together. We have got this rainbow stacker here, and so once again, I'll open it up, take it apart, give it to him to put back together. I've got this sensory dinosaur pouch thingy, and it's got different, some of the pieces are missing. I've got to go ask my kiddos where they put them, but it's got different like sensory activities here. And so I will, it zips and unzips. So I will unzip one and give him one and say, play with this, and then have him play with that. And then he can play with the other side as well. My kiddos definitely got into this. And this is what happens when I don't keep it up. And then there's stuff like that, like buttons and latches and different things like that for him to play with. But I love the fact I really wanted something where I didn't just give him the whole book, because as you can tell, they just go through and take everything out, but that I can control the amount that I give him at one time. We also have this magnetic board here where he will not be able to separate the food waste, the paper waste, and the metal waste, but he can match by colors, so he'll do that, which will be fun for him and distracting. I also have a puzzle in here in which I don't keep the pieces because it will fall out into the basket, so I put the pieces in Ziploc bags, but they're big puzzle chunks that he's able to do on his own. That's in here. And then a Dot Ocean Animals book in which he will be able to do the dots. I think that's it. Oh wait, nope. I also have a little truck in here for him because he loves trucks, and a fidget box for him. So the key is to give him one thing at a time, to not allow him to play with any of these things outside of morning quiet time, and to just keep it on rotation. Now, these two are the Sibling Bins. They contain the same exact things and they are very simple. So I will just show you one of them. Each one of his older siblings gets one of these bins that go by their desk where they do their school. And it includes about 12 little magnetiles in here. Oh, I gotta get the pen for here. One of these like writing pad and one puzzle. I wanted to keep it fairly simple for them because they have to keep it organized. They have to make sure that he doesn't walk off with it. They have to keep it nice and neat. So I wanted to keep it as simple for them, for his older siblings, as possible. But yep, they're both identical, and that's what he has. That's what they will have next to their desk. So this is the bin where my daughter will be pulling her weekly activities from. So every Sunday she will sit down and pick out what she wants to do for every day of the week. I will list the different things that she does, like she's got a sorting day, a movement day, all of the things. And so for her fine motor that she can choose from, she can choose either Play-Doh. There's other things as well, but I'm just gonna talk about what the thing is for as I go through it, because it's not in that kind of order. For art, she can choose to do finger painting. This is the smock for the finger painting. For sorting day, she's got these different sorting cups that she can choose to do with him, as well as this different color and sorting classification toy. For art, she can also do paint with water with him, the transportation one. She can also do dot bug book with him. She only will choose one of these things. So she'll either be finger painting or doing water paint or doing the dot. So it's one thing a week, not the whole thing. For sensory day, she can choose from this as one of his sensory things that he can do, or she can choose the transportation thing, which is a mat that lays out, and then there's like cars that he can race on it that she can do as well. Or she can choose to do this fishing game with him for sensory. This goes along with the Play-Doh if that's what she chooses to do with him for fine motor. She can also just choose to do stickers with him for fine motor. Just take a sheet of stickers and have him stick them on a sheet of paper for her fine motor day. Music and movement, she's got a whole music bin here that she chooses from, and they just dance and listen to music and make music and use the scarf and do all the things. So that's what they do for Music and Movement Friday, and they do that for 5 to 10 minutes. It's nothing crazy. It just keeps him busy, and it's a fun time with his sister when she does school with him. Now, once a week, she chooses 1 to 2 board books from his board books, and she reads the same board book, the same 1 to 2 board books every single day for the week. And it's just the week's board book. She lets him choose, which one do you want today? And then that's the one that she reads to him. But this is what she gets to choose from on Sunday as her starting point. All right, so this is her current teacher's basket. It's a little broken over here, so I might replace it. I guess first and foremost, I should show you her schedule. This is my daughter's school time basket that she does with my toddler. And so every day she does flashcard work with him. She does a poster. She sings 1 to 2 nursery rhymes. She reads 1 board book, and then she does the activity of the day. And as I was telling you guys before, these are the different days with their activities. And so at the beginning of the week, she goes through and picks out 1 activity from the note section or whatever we have that goes with the activity of the day, and she sets it aside. That way she has it for school time with him, and she does whichever one depending on the day. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know in the comments and I will try to explain it better. So knowing that, this is what she uses to do the nursery rhyme. She uses this book, which has a ton of different nursery rhymes, and she reads 1 or 2 nursery rhymes with him every single day. She also has this book of nursery and Mother Goose rhymes, and so she might read 1 or 2 from here as well. It just depends, whatever she wants. She has the freedom to choose. He also has a pack of crayons for different activities that require that. And these are easy grip crayons. This is his binder. It's empty right now because we haven't started school yet, but it will house some of his work that he does with her, pictures of him and her working together and different things like that. In addition to that, just depending on time, she also has a Discovery Decks by Waldock Way that he's able to do. And so she'll go with him. Sorry, this is the front of the Discovery Decks. So it's all things dog. And so she'll go with him and she'll ask him, why are wet dogs so stinky? And then they'll scan that and they'll watch that. And so there's like a bunch of different questions. I have a video about the Discovery Decks. I'll link it in the description. And then she has posters that she does with him, and she will go through the colors every single day. She'll just say them. So she'll go red, orange, yellow, green. He's not expected to know them. She'll just say them until he has them memorized. The other poster that she has in here is the alphabet poster. Now this poster is not for the letter names, and she knows that. They are for the letter, for the I'm sorry, they're not for the letter sounds, they're for the letter names. So she will sing the ABCs, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and she'll sing that with him every single day. Now in here, she has her different flashcards that she flashes through with him. And so with these, she does sounds. So she'll be like, ooh, all the things. She goes through all the sounds. He's not expected to know it. She just flashes through it very quickly, fairly, and then just moves on. Same thing with the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And she just does that 1 through 10 with him. And then she moves on. He'll eventually learn it, but right now the goal is not learning as much as it is exposure. And then shapes. She'll go triangle, rectangle, square, trapezoid, diamond, circle. She'll go through and say the shapes with him. And he also has his My First pencils in here too for any writing or scribbling, because scribbling is part of the fine motor activities that he can do. So that is her school basket. I should mention that the schedule is housed on the binder so that she doesn't lose it. So it's inside of the plastic of the binder. Where's the ice cream? That's the cupcake. Where's the ice cream? That's cupcake. Where's the grapes? Where's the frog? Where's the ribbit? Ribbit. Very good. Where's the bee? Where's the apple? What does the dinosaur say? Where's the elephant? Very good. Where's the turtle? It's in the water. Yeah. So this is another activity that she could do with him that I forgot to mention, is that she could be identifying pictures and encouraging him to speak and stuff like that. Yellow. Green. Blue. Purple. Pink. Brown. Black. Gray. Good job, Bubba. Show Mama.
So that's a peek into our toddler baskets and bins. Everything has a theme, a purpose, and a place. But more than anything, these are here to help me be present, to help him feel included, and to give us all a little more peace in the day. If this was helpful, I'd love it if you'd like, comment, and share this video with a mama who's trying to homeschool with toddlers at her feet. And if you haven't seen our original toddler homeschool plans, check that video out right here.